Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simplee Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a pick your card reading where we'll look at what you need to know for this week. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch this message will be for you. As always, these are cards 1, cards 2, and cards 3. Go ahead and tune into the cards or the crystal. Whatever message you receive, that message is meant for you. The timestamps are in the description area below for your convenience. And I want to thank you once again for being a subscriber by clicking the subscribe button if you haven't already, and by clicking the bell next to it to be notified for updates on this channel. Thank you so much for joining my channel membership. It helps. Thank you guys for all your support. Now let's get into cards 1. If you pick cards 1, let's see what you need to know this week. And also, please excuse the jets in the background. Alright, you have the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and Dream. Explore your subconscious. Now what I'm getting with these cards is that there's a tendency here for you to start something new or be offered a new position, a new job, a new place in the job or business work situation, but you may have the tendency to not believe that it's true or not be quick to move in that direction. There's something there that's holding you back, as the 4 of Swords indicates. The 4 of Swords talks about you taking a break, to pulling back, that sort of thing. So what I'm getting with these cards, with the 4 of Swords, is that there's a tendency here to pull back, to slow down, to take a break or a respite from a situation. This can be with a job, because with the Ace of Pentacles here, this represents work, job, business, money, and that sort of situation, finances, and all the above. So there may be something here where you are either being offered a new opportunity, a new job, a new position, maybe even a raise in some situation, but then things are either being reversed or slowing down, or it's not happening as quickly as it should or you want it to, that sort of thing. So for some of you, because of this delay in position, or because of this delay in getting your money to you, that sort of thing, you may be looking for other opportunities. You may be looking at other, areas where you can move out of that situation since things are so slow. This card says explore your subconscious, dream. This is all about you trying to find what you're good at, trying to find where your talents lie, what your abilities are, if you have any gifts, what are your skills, what are your particular skills that can help advance you when it comes to your job, when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to the things you want to do in business, or maybe even as a hobby and turning that into a business. So you're looking deep within yourself to see what you have to offer to other employers, to other, institutions or organizations or what have you. You're doing a study on yourself to see what it is that makes you special, because for a lot of you, you may be looking at something new, looking to, in a totally different direction for what makes you happy, and things may be slow at this time though. That's what I'm getting with these cards. Now I'm going to pick one more card just to get a little bit more clarity or overall advice or guidance for you. For those who pick cards 1 for this week, what do you need to know for this week? Okay, that was too many cards, so we're going to shuffle again for this week and pick grounding. Go deep, explore your roots. Very, very interesting. As I said, the 4 of Swords talks about you pulling back, you holding back, you slowing down, possibly taking a rest or respite. The subconscious card or dream card shows the same thing. You kind of going deep, maybe even meditating, looking at who you are, looking at yourself. And then we have the grounding card, which says the same thing. And in traditional tarot, the 4 of Swords is usually depicted with a man lying back. And that's what I see here. It says, go deep, explore your roots. Go deep, as in dream, as in subconscious, as in meditate, as in explore who you are and what you have to offer. I think that is the message for you here, or the urge that you should consider, as maybe it is a good time for you to slow down and kind of look at what you have to offer in order to make the best of your abilities, in order to put your best foot forward when you are looking for a new financial situation or job situation or creative outlet, you know? So this is all about you going deep, figuring out what makes you special, and then going full steam ahead to get what you want out of what you are able to offer. All right, let's move on to cards 2. All right, moving on to cards 2. If you pick cards 2, let's see what you need to know this week. All right, you have the 9 of Swords, the Death card. Seems like there was another card there, but no. And set out to accomplish a goal, achieve. Now, with the 9 of Swords card, this card is all about you being in your mind a lot, you being in your head. It could be times where you having sleepless nights, you're having anxiety, you're having worries, you're just thinking about all the possibilities, all the scenarios, about things that could go wrong. So you're always in your head, and it can be a little bit frustrating when you're trying to achieve something and you're littered with these thoughts and this self-doubt and this insecurity, that sort of thing. This could be what you may be going through during this week in particular, but the Death card here says that there is a need for a change, that you need to come out of that slump, out of that frame of thinking or that mindset in order to make things happen. So for some of you, this can even demonstrate a depression of sorts, possibly due to your environment and what's going on in your life at the time. Maybe you've been through a lot of downs, maybe you've been through a lot of obstacles, maybe there's a lot put on your plate. But the Death card shows that there's literally a metaphysical death that needs to happen. Remember, 9 is one step closer to 10, and 10 represents the end of a cycle, you know, the end of a cycle of a situation that either keeps happening over and over again and it's time to put an end to it, or a cycle that will help you start a new beginning. In that cycle, so a new beginning can start, you need a change, you need a transformation, you need a metamorphosis, you need the death of an old so you could bring in the new. And when you do that, when you embrace that, then you could set out to achieve. You could triumph. You could come out on top, and you will actually get where you need to be. You'll actually get what you've been working on or looking for a long time. Your goal will be met. Now I'll get another card just to get a little bit more clarity for those who pick cards 2. Any clarity, advice, or guidance for those who picked cards 2? All right, we have Desert Passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Now this is interesting because the Desert Passage card usually for me represents you going out in solitude, going kind of cocooning yourself, withdrawing yourself from the stimulation, from the information, from what's going on in your environment, and figuring out what you could do, how to get things back in balance, how to get things stable, how to get things, your foundation, you know, on that solid ground again, so you could come out of that state with a newfound sense of identity, with strength, with confidence, and go and pursue your goals. So no matter what you're going through at this time that is causing this sense of depression or you being in this sense of anxiety, trust that there's a divine plan at work, and do your job, do what you need to do, continue doing your work to make that change happen. You know, it's not about sitting back and allowing the universe to do what it's going to do. You have to meet the universe halfway. You know, you have to co-create here. So as long as you do what you need to do, you'll get that achievement. All right, let's move on to cards 3. Moving on to cards 3. If you pick cards 3, let's see what you need to know during this week. All right, you have the 3 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the Give card, share in order to receive. Very interesting, because with the 3 of Cups card, I see triumph. I see victory. I see a celebration of sorts. I see you being congratulated. I see you being honored. I see you being, respected on another level, another tier, maybe even a promotion of sorts. You're kind of elevating in one way or another, and I see this happening for you. So it's almost like the cards are cheering, you're making a toast to something, some kind of achievement or goal being met. Now, with the 8 of Cups, this card represents leaving something that's not serving you in order to move towards a new direction where it is. Leaving behind the past, leaving behind old relationships, leaving behind negativity, that sort of thing. So there is a sense here that you are in turn receiving something and walking away from something. It can be a little bit contradictory, but I do feel you are leaving behind the negativity and embracing the positivity in your life. You're looking for what is going well and you're focusing on that. And that contradicting energy kind of melds itself into give, share in order to receive. You have to give in order to get back, So you have to walk away in order to allow things to come into your life. You have to turn your back in order to face something new, And it's a contradictory here of give and take, of leaving and coming, of bringing in and letting go, that sort of thing. That's what you're going to be focused on this week. But I do see a lot of celebration for you around something you've done, something you accomplished. Maybe it's your birthday week. Maybe you've completed a goal. Maybe you finalized something. You signed on the dotted line, a contract, and it went through, or what have you. I do see celebration for you. I'm going to get one more card just to get a little bit more clarity, advice, or guidance for those who picked cards 3. Okay, too many cards came out. So let's shuffle for those who picked cards 3. All right, you have grounding, go deep, explore your roots. Now this card is all about you focusing in on who you are, what you need, kind of going deep within to reflect on what you have to give, what you have to offer to the world, to your job, to your audience, to your significant other, to your loved ones, that sort of thing. So grounding is about going deep, exploring your roots, looking at who you are, what you come from, where you're going, and so on and so forth. I want to pick another card because that card did show up in one of the other readings. Just something else for cards. Those who pick cards 3, we have cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. This card is all about sweeping away the old, anything that is not helping you, not serving you, kind of like the 8 of Cups here, cleansing that away, purifying, activating newness in your life, So I do see a lot here with kind of going deep into who you are, knowing what you stand for, knowing what you have to give, knowing what you represent. And if it's not helping you become what you want to be, if it's not helping advance you in one way or another, you're going to learn to leave that behind. It's no longer serving you. So it's time to turn your back on that and look and face new opportunities ahead. Clear out the old and bring in the new, in other words. So congratulations to you, because this week you're going to be definitely celebrating some kind of achievement. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your likes, for your comments. Thanks for all your support. I'll have more readings like this for you soon, and I'll see you soon.